Hey guys, it's Danny, and today I have a set of press-ons I made. So here they are. I did the like water drop nails. I've been seeing them everywhere, and I just thought they looked super cool. Most people were doing them over like cream colors, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. I love this. For one, the technique is super easy. I'm going to explain how I did it too. There are tons of videos showing you how to do it, but I'm still going to explain it to you. And I was thinking about making a short, like demonstrating how to do it on a nail, but I haven't decided yet. But I love how these turned out, and they're textured, but not like a ton, like not in an uncomfortable, oh my god, that's too much texture kind of way, but just like in a little, oh, there's a slight texture here kind of way. And I think the thumbs are kind of my favorite. The thumbs are kind of my favorite because they got the bigger water drops on them, and then like the pointer fingers. But I just love how these turned out. And oh, I love how they turned out. So the color I used on these nails is this color by Mooncat. This is called Serpents of Eden. I have used this color before at least once. I know I've used it once or twice. It's a really pretty color. It's green, and then it's got the blue, and I just really enjoy it. And again, on the nails, I think it's pretty because like you can see the shift on them, which is fantastic. But this is a great color by Mooncat. I love how it looks in the bottle right here, that green. Oh, and then of course you can see the blue. So, highly recommend this color. If you like regular nail polish and you don't have, like if you don't have this polish and you like this kind of shade, if you like regular nail polish and not just gels, I highly recommend it. Very, very good. I did do 3 coats on these nail tips just because I really wanted to make sure that it was nice and smooth and even, and that there was no like visible nail line on these, because these again are clear tips. I always use clear tips. All my tips are clear. So I probably only needed 2 coats, not gonna lie, but I did a third just to make sure, like I said, they were nice and even. And for the water drop effect, I did let these sit and dry because this is regular polish, not gel. I did let this sit and dry for like 2 days before I did the next part. Just because I wanted to be 1,000,000,000% sure it was dry. Like, and I let each coat in between dry for at least an hour before I did the second coat. So this was not something I just did in like 10 minutes. Although if you use gel polish, you probably could. And also doing the water drop effect literally took, for all 10 nails, literally probably took me like less than 5 minutes. Like, it was not long. But anyway, it's just I like to make sure my regular polish, especially if I'm putting gel on top of it, make sure it's very, very dry, you know. So I always let it sit for a while. But first, I took this. I got this off of Temu. I know there are other brands that make this kind of stuff too. I know Crisania has one in a bottle, which I might get eventually because it would be more convenient than the little pot. But I got this one off of Temu for like, and it came with this, a black color to go on top of it, and the little stick to like make the little designs. and it was like $5. But this is a Poke Base Gel by the brand Nicole Dairy. I don't want to tip it too much because it's like, I don't want it to leak. But, and this did come with 8 mLs, which is 0.27 fluid ounces. So I keep trying to keep it like this because it's very liquidy. And you just take a little brush and you brush it on like a top coat, and then you cure it. And it does dry non-tacky. There's no layer. It's very, very good. It's very, very nice. And then after you cure that, you just take any base coat you have. This is the one I used because this is my cheapest one. Well, I mean, it was pretty cheap. I bought this in a 2-pack for like $9 on Amazon. It's by Makartt. It's just Makartt's top coat. It's from their Nail Artiste collection, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this is all that's on the bottle. It ain't bad. In fact, I've actually already used all of the one bottle because this is what I use to top coat my swatches and what I use to, when I am like swatching chromes, I use this one, and you know, when I'm doing experiments, I use that one instead of using like my more expensive stuff. I need to get some more of that. So yeah, so I use this one, and then you just take the top coat, you open it, and you brush off all of it that you can. Like, you make the brush kind of dry to where there's not a lot of stuff on it, and then you brush over the Poke gel, and then you let it sit for a minute, and it'll start to pull away and bead up. Now, if you use too much, it's not going to bead as good. If you use like too little, it's going to be a little weird too. So you got to be careful. Like, I know, like this thumb. Oh my God! Oh my God. Hold on. And I'm back. No harm done. I'm surprised that happened because that must not have been on the magnet all the way, because these don't usually move when they're on this stand. Because I painted them on this stand. Like, I didn't take them off. I just, you know what I mean? And like, they didn't even move. So that must have been on there crooked or something. But like with the thumbs, like I used a little bit more top coat, and you can tell because I have like the bigger spots. You know, but then like the pinky and that one have like all these little dots. So adjust your top coat amount like to, I guess, meet your needs. But you got to be really careful with it, because if you use too much, it's not going to beat up very well. But if you use too little, you may also not get the desired effect. It might be like too small or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. So just be wary of that. And then obviously, once they look how you want them to look, you just cure it for 60 seconds and everything is done. It'll, like I said, it has a little bit of a texture, but not anything unpleasant, because I know that bothers some people. And it's so nice. Like, it feels kind of nice, and it looks cute. And I'm trying to see if you guys can kind of see. Like, yeah, you guys can kind of see the texture too, like from this angle. It looks so good. Oh, I just love how these turned out. And like I said, everybody was doing it on like cream, like finish. So like these, like cream. And I was just like, I wanted to do it on something a little bit different. Plus, I thought it would look really good on this color because of the shifting, and then also, I just thought it would. So, I'm super happy with how these came out. Again, you know, I did size these out so that I could wear these. And yeah, I'm so excited. I love how they turned out. I love it when I see a technique that looks like it's going to be super easy, and then it is super easy and it works. You know, because sometimes they're like, oh yeah, you do this and it's gonna look great. Example, those stupid heart magnets where it's like, it looks like the Y, and they're like, oh yeah, I mean, like, you know, they're like, oh yeah, you know, it's so easy, you just do that, you do that, and it makes a heart on your nail and it's gorgeous. Okay. No, don't. No, don't. I know some people can kind of get them to work. I know other people cannot for the life of them. I'm kind of in the middle. Sometimes I can kind of get something that looks kind of like a heart. Sometimes it looks like a nothing. And it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... It seems like it'd be so simple, but it isn't. And it's like, it's not easy, and most people can't even get them to work. And it's just... like, what the heck. But anyway, this was an easy set to do. It was so, but they look so good. The technique was so easy, and it actually was easy. And I saw this after I already had all the things to do it, so I was like, oh, I don't have to buy anything to make this work. Because sometimes that sucks too. It's like, oh yes, this is such an easy thing, but you need 16 products, and they're either all super expensive or just, you know, just you have to get so much stuff to make it work, and then it's like, well, it's not easy anymore because I have to track down all these things. Like I said, I used this poke gel from Temu. All of the videos I have seen personally of people doing this, they have been using the one that comes in a bottle from Cresania. So, I mean, and she was actually the first person I saw doing this too, was on Cresania's actual, I think it was on her Instagram I saw it. So I don't know if she like came up with this or what, but so I know her product would be good too, but it can be done with a Temu product. So yeah, that is my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Would you wear these nails? Do you like the water splatter look? Do you not like the water splatter look? If you don't, how come? Is it the texture? Do you just think it looks just uneven? You know, let me know your thoughts, and because I want to know. All right, so that is my video. I'll talk to you later. Bye.